Hello again. In this lecture, we're going to talk about the English or American conversion when we're talking about volume. And we have 4 things that we'll have to memorize, in which we'll know the fluid ounce, 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup, 2 cups is 1 pint, 2 pints is 1 quart, and 4 quarts is a gallon. So it was almost consistent there for a second, right? But not quite. The English system is not that nice. So we'll start off with a nice problem, and then we'll do one ugly one, and we'll call it even. So let's go ahead. Let's say we start off with, where's my nice problem? 8 cups. And we want to know how many ounces that is. So, just like all the previous problems, we are going to start off writing with what we know. We know 8 cups. And let me scoop back up here so you can see the conversions. And we're going to put it over 1. That's how we'll always start. And we're going to multiply it so that cups cancels out, and we are left with ounces. So ounces up top, cups in the bottom. And we know that for every 8 fluid ounces, there is 1 cup. So cups are gone, and we multiply straight across because they're both in the numerator. 8 times 8 is 64, and we have 64 ounces in 8 cups. So there's our nice one, and you guys are like, all right, great. Now let's see the horrible one. And you know what? Actually, I don't have a horrible one for this one. So let me make up one. Hopefully this won't go too bad. Let's say, for instance, I have 38 pints, and I want to know how many gallons that is. So I'm going to write what I know, and if need be, we'll write a decimal, which looking like we might have to. We'll put this over 1, and we are going to multiply this so that pints cancel out, so we want pints in the bottom. There's no direct conversion between pints and gallons, but we do know how many pints are in a quart, and we know how many quarts are in a gallon. So there are 2 pints for every 1 quart. And even further, we know that there are 4 quarts in every 1 gallon. And remember, the placement of the units is dependent on what you want to be left with. We want pints gone. So I have a pint that starts in the top from my given problem. I put a pint in the bottom to get rid of it. I had a quart because of my conversion. I don't want it anymore, so I got rid of it, put it in the bottom. And in the end, we're left with gallons. So let's go ahead, multiply straight across. We got 38 times 1 is still 38. 1 times 2 times 4 is 8. And let's go ahead and divide 8 into 38. You could reduce ahead of time if you wanted to. This is actually one of the few times where I just multiplied straight across. It didn't feel like it was worth the effort for me to start canceling and then have to do the long division anyways. But you decide, okay? So I'm going to know, I'm already seeing it, 8 can't go into 38 evenly, so I'm going to add a decimal point, fling some zeros at the end to help myself out. 8 times 4 is the closest we'll get with 32. Subtract, we got 6, bring down the 0. And let's see, the closest thing to get us to 60 would be 7, which is 56. Subtract, we got 4, bring down the 0. And 8 times 5 is exactly 40, so I wrote an extra 0 for no reason. I didn't need it. Preemptively added that. And we have 4.75 gallons, which wasn't that horrible of a number for me making it up. And I'm sorry, I spelled gallons with a T. Okay, delete everything. So we have 4.75 gallons. And there's our answer. And that's it.